Happy early birthday to Knuckles. It is time for It Doesn't Matter Classic 2. I hope you're ready for some absolutely scuffed runs. Because boy have I been through some tribulations for this, but we've got Sonic 3 Air, Knuckles, New Game Plus, all Super Emeralds, Knuckles Chaotix, good ending, so all Chaos Rings, and Sonic 3D Blast, all Emeralds, for reasons. It's the one I least likely to be a structured run, but hey, it all will probably be within the 3 hours I want to do this in, so maybe even earlier. Maybe I'll hop on like Sonic R at the end for a bit. Who knows? Let's start getting ready. So where did we leave off last time? We left off after the Triple Trouble event. We gotta. Before I even get into that, we have a little timer with us this time, which is gonna be fun, and we need to move forward a little in our timeline. All right, getting a preview of the later stuff. We are sort of working with like 2 levels of canon, but we can start sinking our teeth into that like halfway through this run. But we have picked Knuckles got a ride home to Angel Island. It's in the air. The Master Emerald has been put back in the Hidden Palace. Angel Island's in the sky, of course, hanging out with the Cluckies and Mickeys when... oh no. A remnant egg robo from the Sky Sanctuary is gonna make Knuckles' day bad. One part about this intro area, unique to 3 Air. Also that cutscene, that version of the cutscene, unique to 3 Air. Did I do the right? I did do the right one, yes, okay. So Knuckles is gonna have to go through his little journey on Angel Island, like Sonic did. Things are going to happen the same way, but not entirely the same way. I guess Angel Island's jungle is on fire again, which kinda sucks. But, you know, like, how did Knuckles ultimately get into this situation with a bunch of, badniks on his island and needing to protect the Master Emerald? And being able to go super now? Why does he have the Chaos Emeralds? Let's just do a full-on recap while we're here. While we go through Knuckles' unique areas of the game, which is the entire reason that I wanted to do just the original version, and not like, there's a mod, DA Garden, that's like a hard mode. I was considering doing that. Ooh. Okay. I mean, we're lagging a little, but we're doing it. So ultimately, this goes back to, these are all Eggman's robots. And the part that relevant to Knuckles starts with Eggman's campaign on South Island to turn the animals into badniks and little robots that are powered by them, and get the Chaos Emeralds hidden there. Within a day, Knuckles thwarts his plan, the emeralds disperse from South Island, and Eggman wants revenge. Sonic's next adventure takes him to West Side Island. I'll also do a time frame here. Sonic 1, span of the day, goes across the island. Once Sonic takes his adventure to West Side Island, where South Island stops, he meets Tails. Eggman follows him. Starts to take over that island, because there are now 7 Chaos Emeralds. And they've gathered there. Ching. Knuckles just jumps down. He doesn't need to be thrown down. So Sonic and Tails, new best friends, team up. They get the Chaos Emeralds, stop Eggman, rinse and repeat. Important part about that is that Eggman created a giant space station called the Death Egg, And when Sonic destroyed that, it came crashing down on Knuckles' island. Alas, that brought his island that exists in the sky down to the ocean. And now he has to deal with all of these visitors. One is claiming he's going to protect the Emerald, the Master Emerald, which is the... It's like a giant Supreme Chaos Emerald. It's a little different in nature. It's the Master Emerald. Think of it that way. Like, Master Computer type thing. I love having Super this early on. And so Sonic and Tails explore this island with the Chaos Emeralds. Knuckles knocks the emeralds out of Sonic as he comes over in Super, showing that Knuckles has incredible strength if he can do that. Wow, that's a first. Usually, if you just hold the direction there, you go. But I went a little too far. It's so weird. It's thrown off my entire pattern here. So I'm like 3 cycles late. Knuckles, probably using the Master Emerald's power. I don't know how he acts subspace otherwise. But he hides the subspace, Chaos Emeralds across the island in subspace, which cause big rings to appear. Just all over to access the subspace because the Master Emerald's energy is so powerful here. Typically, to have a big ring appear without the Master Emerald's interference, you need like 50 rings, and the Chaos Emerald to be like, relatively nearby. Sure, we'll do that then. Seeing a lot of horizontal tearing on the screen right now, which is not usual. I mean, I know this game can be weird when I'm streaming it, but... but yeah. So Sonic is going through what I'll describe as this island area. Ah, my timing. I'm no longer used to it being in the time being in the 130s there, because Knuckles gets there, if I'm not messing up, he gets there at like 120 max. Also, I should be super here. The important part about that is that with Knuckles and Eggman trying to thwart him and Tails, Sonic collects the emeralds again and stops the Death Egg from being launched, but the Death Egg falls down to the mountains, right above the Hidden Palace, where there are altars for the Chaos Emeralds alongside the Master Emerald. That's not the Master Emerald's typical altar these days, but it's the safety altar. Bum, 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 bum. Now, where we've sort of like dipped the canon into 2 different ways is we have included a fan game in this. So I said that Sonic just collected the 7 emeralds. There was no interaction with the Master Emerald specifically for that, but Eggman betrays Knuckles, of course, so Knuckles decides we are now teaming up with Sonic and Tails because they're helping. He is not. Eggman is not. The Death Egg launches again. Sonic and Tails defeat Eggman's robots to stop the Death Egg and save the Master Emerald. And they return it to Knuckles. It turns out the cutscene I thought we would have gotten, only if you get the Super Emeralds. However, we're following this up with Triple Trouble 16-bit, where it shows the same one, but Sonic and Tails leave the island with the emeralds. They go out looking for the wreckage of the Death Egg to make sure Eggman's not still up to anything. And they find the wreckage of the Death Egg Robo 2, and it knocks them out of Super. Eggman takes one of the emeralds. Meanwhile, back on Angel Island, Knuckles gets a visit from a new mech. I need to clarify a few things in this recap. So, first, Sonic 2 takes place over a span of like 4 days, I think? Let's see. Emerald Hill goes into night at Chemical Plant. And it's day again, then it's night again. Ooh, wait. Shoot, I messed it up. Now I have to do something tricky instead of the thing I wanted to do. No. Oh, I got it! I got it! Got the swag. We're good. There's a big ring over there I could have gotten to guarantee Super, but got the swag. We're good. This is like the best run I've had in I don't know how long, and it's not even a legitimate run because I'm collecting emeralds in the battle. Oh boy. So for Death Egg's first iteration. Wait, okay, so Xeno Night was the second night. Then we have a sunset during Oil Ocean, which leads into Metropolis, which is probably at night, because it is day again once they're in Sky Chase. So, on the 4th day is when, of Sonic 2, is when, Sonic destroys the Death Egg. For the first time. In that Death Egg, there is a robotic Sonic, Mecha Sonic. It's silver, it's very clunky. People like to fantasize that it is actually way more powerful than it is. I don't know why. It is destroyed with ease. Relative ease, especially with the abilities you have in these remasters. Upon the relaunch of the Death Egg, in this game, this is the worst boss, by the way. Mecha Sonic has been upgraded into a much more powerful, much bluer version, Mecha Sonic Mark II. Sonic defeats it, but does not destroy it in Sky Sanctuary. Now, the visit that Knuckles gets at the Master Emerald is from a new robot, entirely new, called Metal Sonic. This is the most formidable fake Sonic yet. Yet. Look at him go! Love this stage. Oh, okay. I was trying something new there, actually. And it only kinda worked. We're in the city. The city was turned into a carnival. A little history about Knuckles. He's the last of his kind. Apparently he's the last Echidna person at all. There's a lot of history with Echidna people that you will see in later videos. Chronologically later videos, earlier videos, and like when I streamed them. So this city is sort of not in use anymore, and Eggman turned it into a carnival. Fun fact for you there. Also, this is the prototype music that's been playing, because you have that option in this version, but it's a good version of the prototype music, unlike if you were playing Origins. I didn't even start the timer! Why do I even have live split up? Get out of here. Bogus. Don't save anything. I leave this part on. Oh, I jumped too early. There's no water now, though. This part was flooded with Sonic. Where was I on the story? So, Metal Sonic shows up. Knuckles defeats him, but only kinda. And Metal traps him and copies Knuckles' power so that he can imitate Knuckles instead of just Sonic. He doesn't just imitate Sonic. Nailed it. No boss. So, after Metal copies him and goes off to seek the Chaos Emeralds, Knuckles uses the Master Emerald's power to hide away the emeralds at the exact moment that Eggman picks up one of them. So the other 6 are hidden in subspace, not in Eggman's grasp. And then Knuckles goes to follow Sonic and Tails in suit? Is that how you say it? Yes. To help them. Meanwhile, though, there's an imposter. I didn't get the big ring, so I'm gonna do this instead. Kinda going force a habit at this point. It's funny that that's force of habit, not getting the big ring. This should actually be force of habit. Sonic Beat the Game has really ruined me for this game. So they go on a new island adventure, and Eggman has one of the emeralds. They go through a tropical, like, somewhere between Green Hill and Angel Island type coast. That's not, we don't go down here. Come on. And then they go to an industrial park, Eggman's little industrial park on this island. During sunset, you could say it's a sunset park. They spend the night going through a jungle and a jungle's snake temple. Gotta love the snake goddess. Snake's very important, trust me. Okay, just got it. I don't know why I did that. They come out of the temple in the morning to latch onto Eggman's Egg Zeppelin and find that he is copying the Chaos Emerald to make his own negative emerald. They continue the morning through a frigid wasteland that kind of feels like it shouldn't be. Like Eggman did it, perhaps, maybe? But maybe it is natural, who knows? Okay, look, get the big ring. The big ring, just go for it, it's fine. You can do this. Go up. From that they go into Eggman's underground water facility. Go through, they ride the Sea Fox underwater, submarine. They encounter Metal for real for the first time. Metal has been imitating Knuckles, so Sonic and Tails have thought they were being attacked by Knuckles rather than being helped. Knuckles was still behind them. But they reveal that it was Metal, and then chase him with a rocket up to the Atomic Destroyer, which would probably be more aptly named the Death Egg. All this time, Fang the Sniper, Fang the Hunter, Knack the Jerboa he's a little weasel type guy. Like, in personality, not in animal. Has been also trying to get in Sonic and Tails' way. So like, it's a whole trio of trouble that they're dealing with. And in the Atomic Destroyer, they free Knuckles after defeating Eggman. But Metal takes the emeralds from Sonic and Tails and creates 7 more copies. So now there are 8 fake emeralds, and he uses their... Oh boy. Yo, what just happened? Oh, I think I super glided into one of these guys. Oh boy. That was hilarious. Wow. I think that prevented me from dying. He turns into rocket metal. Sonic gets back up after Knuckles and Knack kinda hold him back, turns super, and then faces off against Rocket Metal. Rocket turns into Metal Mark III, using the scraps of the exploding Atomic Destroyer. But there's still no match for Sonic, because Sonic is the chosen one. Remember that, Sonic's the chosen one. It's proven in the mural in this game. So, that's where we pick up at the beginning of this. They drop Knuckles off at home. Sonic and Tails go off to do something else. I don't know what else. So we'll see Sonic later. And then Knuckles gets attacked. But he has the Chaos Emeralds, so we've been going through these stages with relative ease, even if I don't need them. And we have made it back to Dragon Lake, where the Death Egg initially was. You can see there's no Death Egg in the background here. So that's a good attention to detail. All the scaffolding's still there. So we gotta clean that up at some point, I guess. And we've been... When we have had bosses, they've been piloted by an Egg Robo or the Egg Robo. It's unclear if there are more than one. There might as well be more than one. Glitch it. Ah! And the remaining 2 boxes that were left over in this tower. Now Knuckles has to fight both of them at once. If I was not super, this would be the most dreadful mid-boss. It would not really be Red Eye level of difficult. Knuckles does not have to fight the Red Eye. He can't fight the Red Eye, actually. He can't jump high enough. We're going through the same areas in Angel Island at the same pace that Sonic and Tails did. But now we're Knuckles, we have the ability to glide, which echidnas do by bending the wind. They can all do it. Even if they can't all do it, Knuckles is the only echidna left, so they can all do it. He's also very strong. We've been over that. Getting punched by him in his battle in the Hidden Palace. It's destroyed me. That's for sure. And this is a unique area underneath, where Knuckles and Sonic and Tails explored the rest of Dragon Lake. Because after the Death Egg launched, you notice the water level is lower. So we gotta, like, redirect some of that water that was pumped out back into the lake. If we had seen the lake in this act, we would see that it was actually kind of low. But now it's back up to speed. We're good. They're fixing the what's it called? Not ecology, not environment. Something between those two. Something between those two that I'm trying to think. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Somehow the Egg Robo has, like, doubles of everything. I guess that kind of makes sense. Because, like, there were definitely doubles of this, the Egg Mobile here. Knuckles has to fight the big arms even. It's fine. Knuckles can't jump as high, but it's fine, he can climb. It makes for unique level design changes. Boop. That should be one more hit. Got it. And the difference, we're gonna get bombed again. That reminds me, you didn't get a cutscene in Sonic 3 and Knuckles like you did at the beginning of this, but you did in Sonic and Knuckles original. And you started in Mushroom Hill, is where it took place. Now let's see what happened when Knuckles initially put the Master Emerald back here. We'll have it happen now, and this is also why they shouldn't have been there when I got there with Sonic and Tails, because I didn't do this cutscene with them. The Chaos Emeralds disperse, and they show up less energized on these pedestals that are designed for them. Now, the Chaos Emeralds are a source of infinite power, so, like, the fact that they just change size, that's not, like, unusual, but they have been sort of dormant for a while, so we're gonna kind of fix everything up by having them resonate with the Master Emerald, which we do pretty much the same way we collected them. I did probably one of the more confusing special stages first. The actual first special stage of the second set of them is the actual most confusing one. Ooh, what was that noise? I will get lost, I guarantee you. But the emeralds are now here. They're like slightly de-energized because they use, I mean, there's a whole matter of like energy mass that's going on here. Like, there's enough energy in a Chaos Emerald that makes sense they can change their size. After they resonate like this, they'll do it constantly. But we can't be super anymore because they are not all juicy and interacting with the Master Emerald yet. So, that's also why I didn't want to do it with Sonic. I would have to do all of those again and lose super. The thing is, if we are not including a fan game, like I have done, it would actually make way more sense if it was Sonic that did this, and Knuckles' campaign would have been more of a New Game Plus, fully, you have all of the Super Emeralds from the start. This is what I've been practicing for this. Why did you turn around? I swear. It's so inconsistent when I try to do anything there. Ooh, we gotta get all these again. Supposed to be the last one, too. You can't select your order if you do this in Sonic & Knuckles Vanilla, but you do get the exact same special stages. So, being able to enhance them, as the story would tell you, is unique to combining the two games into the full game, as it was intended to be. Intended is an interesting way to put it, when you really know the history of Sonic games, but hey, let's run with it, because that's the reality we've ended up with. And it's actually my favorite reality, so... But yeah, a couple rings. The reason I say this actually has to do with the next game we're going to play. I guess if we include Triple Trouble, it's sort of like a little more time is gapped, but like there's something Eggman would be up to right now if he's not being super ridiculous in how fast he can do things. Nailed it. Here this time. Gotta get another emerald. Trying to think of how to articulate this better, because I had it, like, thought out entirely last night. Like... If the main point here, anyway, is to include Triple Trouble, 16-bit, Sonic and Tails need to leave with the emeralds, and they don't do that as Super Emeralds, which is how that game decides to depict them. And this is how I decided to weave the narrative. There is a world where I, like, probably did 2 episodes of It Doesn't Matter Classic, and instead I would do 1, 2, 3, and then Knuckles' story in 3. And then the second one would just be Knuckles Chaotix, Sonic CD, and Sonic Mania. Which would be a very... I hope CD's as short as I think it is. Because that'd be a very long one. And that would be like all of the most important story beats, but I wanted to do more of them. But yeah, Sonic would just leave them here, and Knuckles would have them until something happened. And something will happen. Did I go the wrong way? Go the wrong way. No, I got 3. I'm supposed to get 3 in Act 1. I kinda want the fire over here, though, so I kinda went the wrong way in a different way. I got lost thinking about things. Okay, listen. Listen, Knuckles. Knuckles, buddy. We don't have... I'm gonna throw up. We don't have Super. What are you expecting from me? We have Super. It's fine. We don't have Super! I forgot! The hubris! Didn't save that tree very much. Where have we been again? We've been in a coastal jungle, we've been in an underwater ruins. I guess they're ruins. What else would they be? Didn't jump properly. Get up here, which is where I should have been when I jumped. Oh, come on. It's all the way, I swear. I jumped! What do you want from me, game? Alright, from the top. That was garbage. There we go. There we go. That's the sh-movement we're looking for. See if we can get the final sh-movement I didn't do. There we go. Alright. Pretend the first prime didn't even happen. Super glide over here. In. Although it just feels right that Knuckles is the one activating these. There's also, like, a way you can do it that, like, after Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic and Tails leave, it's like, yeah, the Chaos Emeralds are, like, still in the general area, but they need to be placed back in place to be used. They just always disperse. Sure, that's fine. That's a way to do it. Doesn't really match how I was trying to build a narrative for the Emeralds before, but, like, Triple Trouble, again, like, sorta just throws a wrench in that anyway. In the best way possible. I love that game. Let's not get it twisted. I've been wanting to play it again so much, but I've had to play this. Well, no, it's not that I had to play this, it's that I had to play 3D Blast. That's the one that, like... That's the weak link here. I've been having a blast playing this. I've been having a blast playing Knuckles Chaotix. I've not been having a blast playing 3D Blast. Oh, good. Oh, wait. This is where we need to go. Whoop. Oh, let me get this checkpoint for safety. And... Oop. Yes! Here's zooming. That's called a super glide, and it's one of my favorite things to ever do with Knuckles. That got us to this upper route we don't usually take with Sonic, so we can get another Emerald. Wow! Now, Knuckles has access to actually 8 big rings in this zone total, if you backtrack enough. I'm not backtracking that much. So we will be getting 6 emeralds in Mushroom Hill and have to wait for the... We're going to be taking the lower route in Flying Battery. I think I actually took with Sonic because Tails was misbehaving. It's so nice to play special stages that, like, I know how to do. I said I was having a blast with Knuckles Chaotix, but good lord. Learning those special stages is like, I'm rewiring my brain. Like, that's what it feels like. Ding! No, you gotta go forward, buddy. Oh, you didn't want to hit that mushroom. You didn't want to hit that mushroom either. That means we weren't going fast enough. Knuckles, you gotta go fast. Why did we lose momentum? What is going on here? Game. Probably would have been helpful if I wasn't, like, body slamming it. Now, an interesting thing about these special stages, like, I played through the first 7 so many more times. I understand them way more intrinsically. There's so much, like, weird stuff you can do by jumping over gaps to, like, things slightly faster that I don't understand, because I have been a casual most of my life. The fast way to do these is a lot more intuitive to me. Maybe just because they're harder, so there's less leeway to do weird stuff. But like that last pattern there, that's very satisfying to do. It's just up and down, you don't have to go back and forth at all. Oh, we only have 1 more left, which I actually purposely saved that for last, for like the emphasis of the green emerald being the last one, right there with the Master Emerald. But also it's just faster. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, butts. Alright. Did it wrong. I have to do this competently. Ooh, that was only 4 hits. I guess we're not doing it competently. As said. As seen. Never before seen. Incompetent gameplay. Good lord, can I not hear that? I'm too used to super, I guess. Or rather, I'm too used to having a fire shield that works. Knuckles Glide does not help out here. Here in the Jetmobile. So this part here is one of the things that I feel doesn't actually happen for Knuckles. We already watched the Flying Battery get destroyed. It feels kind of unreasonable that it has been rebuilt. It's not as unreasonable as something a later game does, but further reason I feel like this doesn't happen is because there is absolutely 0 Knuckles roots. This is 100% the exact same as when Sonic played it. Every other level has a variation for Knuckles. This is just pure Flying Battery. Which to some, that's a bad thing. To me, it's not a bad thing, really. It's a good level once you, like, stop getting your ass kicked by it. Which is the same thing I say about Sandopolis. Oh, we are 1 short of soup? I don't like that. Let me up. Oh wait, we again don't have soup. I forgot. Goodness. I'm so used to doing the New Game Plus. So, at this point in the game, too, I should note, traditionally, it's only Sonic and Knuckles that know how to go Super, at least with the regular Chaos Emeralds. So, Tails was not able to originally until he gets the Super Emeralds. And that was probably the same reality for a couple that are able to go Super, a few that are able to go Super later, namely Amy, Mighty, and Ray. Here we go. The most confusing special stage in this game. I know I said the other one was, but this one is actually, like, I get lost. I'm a navigator, and I get lost in this one. Hello. I almost made it so that we would not get Super until the end of Flying Battery Act 2, which I would have hated. Where are we? Where are we? There's the second 4x4. There we go. Okay, that actually went, aside from that almost slip-up, that actually went way smoother than usual. So I'll try to remember that route for when I have to do Sonic and Tails All Emeralds, which I do plan on doing. I have too many speedrun goals. Swing! Because the screen would have to move to the Master Emerald for that part. So now Knuckles can be Hyper Knuckles. Hyper is a concept we don't really see by name later, but it's really any variant of Super that is enhanced by a additional power. In this case, it is the Chaos Emeralds plus the Master Emerald. Also, I can do this. Wait. Oh, okay. It wasn't working. I did it like 3 times and it wasn't working. Stop hitting yourself. Yeah. And in this game, it is only Sonic and Knuckles that can actually go Super Hyper because they have enough Emerald resonance between being an Emerald Guardian and being the Chosen One. And Sonic and Tails is only able, traditionally speaking, to go Super when that much power is exposed to him. That pretty much teaches him how to go Super. Now, this all said, in the versions of these games I've been playing, this one, Sonic 2, Absolute, there is Super Tails, for sure. You can just do Super Tails with the Chaos Emeralds, and there's Hyper Tails, which is what is normally Super Tails. He gets this thing where 4 flickies surround him and also do a roll. And they will home in on enemies. It's like later how Cream plays with cheese, or Chow. Except it's just automatic and there's 4 of them. Oh, actually there's points where cheese can do it automatically too. I have also noticed something. I'm pretty sure the flickies have been blue. Why is that weird, you might say? Now, I haven't actually been paying attention. I've been meaning to actually pay attention to the animals at all, because I never pointed out what the animals were in the first playthrough of this. I just kind of let things happen. Well, typically in Knuckles' story, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the flickies are red. They're like the same red he is, like a maroonish type. Oh, fuchsia. She gets redder as he goes on, much like Sonic gets bluer as he goes on. Okay, that was almost awful. My cycles are off. Here's where we would have gotten that if we messed it up. For now, you get to do a unique thing. I don't think I even really talked about this, Sonic, but you can turn off Super in this, which is good, because now I'm not going to waste my rings waiting for this to happen. I didn't get an updated version of this yet, so we can't destroy this. That's fine. This shouldn't even be here. We shouldn't even be doing this. I stand by that. There is a third reason, other than it just sounds unreasonable and there's no Knuckles things, that we actually won't see in this version because they corrected it. But you see Egg Robo is here. Egg Robo is usually here. Look. Do not know how to do the quick Knuckles timing, so don't ask. Don't ask me to do it. Not gonna. It's not even relevant in the next game. Knuckles' abilities are so, like, stale in the next game. So Egg Robo is in the Hang-mobile here, but he was not in the original. They didn't make a unique Egg Robo profile. The fire still hurts you even after it's over. They didn't make a unique Egg Robo profile originally, so it was just Eggman again. They didn't, like, alter Flying Battery at all for Knuckles, which is why I believe, canonically speaking, he doesn't go through this. Okay, so we have Flickies and Rickies there. I think there are only 6 animals in this game. I think there are no Pickies. There are no Rickies, or no, there are Rickies, we just saw Rickies. There are no Lockies, which are the eagle, there are no Hockeys, which are the turtle. There's none of the monkey, I forget what they're called. I like, couldn't even name all of these last time when they were all around, but I did in the VOD name them all. So that's fine. Come on, Knuckles. We know how to do Sando with you now. Kinda. Didn't do it there correctly, but hey, we got an okay cycle. It's fine. Because the cycle's the level. Okay. I missed that one though. Fast enough. Why are you so slow? Can I do the cool strat? Yeah! I'm not that good with it with Knuckles. Knuckles has... the thing about Hyper, you'll notice, that's the only actual visual difference for Knuckles specifically. Sonic has other differences. He has an after image. Which, actually, in this version, you get an after image for speed up, but you can turn it off because I don't like it. That's reserved for Hyper. Sonic, meanwhile, glows like Rainbow, and has stars around him, like he's Mario or something. Get these ghosts out of here. That is another little detail that shows that this is after Sonic and Tails. Ghosts are already released. We released them with Sonic and Tails. Here's the capsule, let's prove it. Let's see if I can get this jump. I got it, for once. I haven't gotten that in forever. Okay. So, again, where we've been going. Coast, underwater ruins, the mountainside, the verdant mountainside, with a bunch of ruins as well, or the aquatic ruins equivalent for this game. Then we rounded behind the Island's view to the city. Living in the city. Oh my goodness. Knuckles, you can't jump. I should be soup. That's the problem. I'm used to soup. I think last time I had the Prototype Super theme on. I've changed it to... Since we have been going this entire run with Super available, I turned it to sped up music because I don't want to just listen to one theme this whole time. I actually, you know, really like the soundtrack to Sonic 3, like, holistically. And the Prototype is cool. Prototype Super music is cool, but it doesn't really fit, like, the full vibe of the game, which is probably why they didn't put it in the first place. I mean... Oh, okay, that was almost awesome. Oop. I'm not sure if that's faster. At least not the way I did. I know going here is faster than going the rest of Knuckles' route. You normally can't go there unless you're like Cooper. Actually, I think you can. I don't know. Whatever. What was I saying? We went to the verdant mountainside, went to the city, we got launched into the mountains where it's snowy. Oh, I got up here again! This is... You're, like, not supposed to be able to do this. I managed to do that, I think, without Super, too. That or I ran out of Super when I was scooping around that time. We came down from the mountains to the lake. We fell off the lake to the forest. We took a ride on airship, except not really. From the forest to the sands. We are at the absolute worst Knuckles stage in the game. It's a completely different route from the Knuckles Sonics, and it's basically designed to punish you, because it hates you. And by you, I mean me. It hates me specifically. Thanks, Fire. Thanks, Fire. You're so considerate. I'm supposed to spin dash off that. I was supposed to glide from here. Wait for this to happen. Get my face shaved. Just actually good timing there for once. Okay, we messed that up. So for safety, let it drop. Okay, it's fine, we still have time. Actually a lot of leeway. It feels like so slow when you're going through these clunky parts. I don't like it. This is a bad stage. I didn't even get enough rings there to like be like, alright, we can go Super now and not worry. That wrong. That wrong. Did everything wrong. Turns out I'm bad at video games. From the sand, we just saw this, we went from sand into a pyramid, into a mountainside. We are now in a literal lava reef, volcanic area. And Knuckles has to do something about the fact that he can't jump. It's fine. I know how to do something about the fact that he can't jump. Because the geometry is so weird on this. Only them two. It's whatever. Oh, okay. Okay, just barely. It doesn't matter, this is gonna be another cycle. Something slightly different. Just to mix it up. This is... we're about to hit the part where this run really deviates. Well, this story really deviates from Sonic's. I think at this point, having taken this part of the route, we will not see the same part of the game that Sonic does for the rest of Knuckles' story. And we've also fought our second to last boss. There's no boss to Lava Reef 2. Good, because I don't want to do another, like, 11-minute cycle. I have no rings at this part. That's garbage. I can't even be this, like, risky about it. I like to just bust through these flames, even if I don't have the shield. I have no rings. The rings, which, if you recall, you should recall at this point, are preventing Knuckles from taking mortal damage from things such as fire, lava, and spikes, which would otherwise just kill him if he didn't have rings. Please, game. No. He's tough as nails, but, like, he's not bleeding because he has rings, you know? Even the toughest Knuckles get scraped. Sometimes just randomly for no reason. My goodness. My cycles are awful. There we go. Okay. Again, my cycles are awful. If my cycles were better, I could have done a thing there where I took the spring and it'd be slightly faster. Okay. Let's take a glide in a not-so-aquatic mine, I guess. In an endless mine? This is an endless mine zone. Ah, we just go straight to the Hidden Palace. Let's see how fast I can do this. It's going to be like a second slower than world record. Or 2 seconds slower than world record. Oh, no, okay, only like a second. And we go right to Sky Sanctuary. We don't even see the Master Emerald again. There's a reason for that, because look who's been pulling the strings here. Mecha Sonic's still alive, and doesn't care about these egg robos one bit. Ah, he got me with the tricky one. Okay, I still got 4 hits on him that time. I still have a ring coming out of that. He was tricky twice in a row. Misbehaving. Aha! That's why. The Master Emerald has been doubly relocated to the Sky Sanctuary, because Mecha is trying to steal it. And can actually turn super, which, like, is pretty cool. That, like, I went backwards. Oh no! Ah! Oh no! I got greedy because I did it wrong! And because the Master Emerald is over here, while it's still on Sky Sanctuary, it's not where it should be. So Angel Island's, like, kind of unstable at the moment. Okay, you're gonna... Yeah, controller. Incorrect. Nice. Very well behaved Mecha that time. I'd say I'm embarrassed, but that was mostly a slip of my fingers. Like, you know, stuff like that happens. It's not just me being bad at the game. So, Mecha can now shoot blasts at us. I think I got 2 hits there. Oh, which I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need those 2 hits. I did that wrong. Mecha can be a bit of a troll, though, because he'll also dash at us. He's not dashing at us. Nice. Got the back of 5 hits. Now, Mecha is fully destroyed. Now there's only one fake hedgehog around here, at the moment. And Sonic's here to back up his buddy. That part of Sanctuary's collapsed again. I don't know, maybe we can fix it in some sort of temporal white space later. Again, don't worry about it. But Sonic's got his buddy back. I promise you. Knuckles has only acted maliciously against Sonic once. Every other time has been a misunderstanding. Now, the thing about what just happened with the Master Emerald, about us resonating it with the Chaos Emeralds, is it caused an energy surge. Angel Island is not the only island that is raising up right now. There's another one coming up from the ocean. And why it makes more sense that it would have happened a while ago is because Eggman could have been planning what he's going to do with this island the whole time. Oop. Gotta change this. Because Eggman has built on this island that rose from the ocean a theme park. Hey, it's Metal. He's there too. I love Metal. And there's no Sonic in sight. We've got a couple familiar characters here, namely Knuckles and Mighty, but we have new characters to deal with. So, what catches Knuckles' attention about this place is that the reason the Master Emerald was causing it to rise from the ocean is because 6 rings of power, giant colorful rings, called the Chaos Rings, have been formed using the Master Emerald's power. And Eggman caught reading of that, immediately goes to investigate. And I already messed up the first jump of the game, so that's how this is gonna go. I messed up the first jump. The way this game functions is very different, so keep that in mind. As Knuckles gets to this isolated island on the outskirts, he catches Eggman in the act of putting this guy in a stasis capsule. This is Espio the Chameleon. He can turn colors and invisible. Eggman's got Metal Sonic on his side. So by one means or another, Eggman has the 4 other characters, be it via Eggman's advertising of the new Tragic High Zone, which we'll see what I'm talking about with that soon. There's a lot of weird power-ups in this, by the way. Mario-ass power-ups. And there's also holding. The hold mechanic is the whole thing. There are 2 characters, this could be played co-op, but this is the whole idea of this is the matter of, like, how do you not ditch Tails? And this started out as a game called Sonic Crackers, which was just Sonic and Tails with the same mechanics. It didn't function quite as well, it was for the Genesis. This is for the 32X, which is a very unstable console. Wait, we don't go that way this time. Because we're gonna do our first trick called the Super Flick. Get over here. I missed. There we go. You catch a character in sequence, you can just keep on going. There we go. No, go back around. SBL? Getting the character to do what you want them to is a whole ordeal of its own in this. So why did Espio come here? I'll introduce our characters as we meet them. Espio has an interest in archaeology himself, so when he heard that an ancient island had arisen, and perhaps been defiled, he was like, I'm gonna go over and check that out. That sounds interesting, there might be cool stuff on it. He's that kind of guy. He's also a ninja, kinda in training at the moment. His abilities are to walk up walls? Run up walls, actually. He can run up walls and across ceilings. Which is very handy when you're a casual. When you're a filthy casual. It's a really cool ability. They gave every character in this more verticality than Knuckles could ever hope to have. Stop running away. Which is funny, because it was clearly an effort to make them match Knuckles' verticality. His glide is completely nerfed. His climb has an extra animation when you get to the top. So it's like... There you go. Manipulating this physics is wild as hell, but it's very fun. I actually didn't refresh myself on, like, what the actual instructions say about these characters, so I'm gonna be going off of memory. Like, initially I had to look up, on Sonic Info, or Sonic Retro, the Sonic Retro Wiki, to find stuff out. Big ring! So I'm just kind of going off of what I remembered and relating it to how they are later in the series, because they were kind of rebooted, and I'm like, hey, but there could still be the same characters, because I love Knuckles Chaotix. Stop trying to canonize Knuckles Chaotix. Wow, this is a laggy-ass place when I'm streaming. This is probably the biggest case of, like, motion sickness warning in the entire series, I'm gonna be honest. So just put that in mind. But yes, once again, we despite distinctly having interaction with Master Emerald, there are no emeralds being collected here, so we do need 50 rings to access the subspace on this island as well, to get the power of the Master Emerald itself. I kind of trailed off from saying that, though, because you may have noticed there's also no flickies in these badniks. Eggman immediately got here to make his carnival, and the thing he did primarily was figure out a way to make his own artificial power rings. The way that these differ primarily is that they don't glisten gold like natural ones do. They are very dull, and after they are removed from the badnik, they shatter to dust. Ooh. And you are gonna see why I skipped these special stages the first time I streamed this. Hi, Iggy. But alas, that's for the time to come. The primary character we are going to play as is not Knuckles. It's going to be Vector the Crocodile. He's a fun one. Actually, literally, he's fun. The meta for this game is the fact that you want to play as Knuckles because his glide can clip into... Well, we'll do more SPO for a bit. I'll switch up the characters as we go, though. Knuckles' glide can clip into corners very easily. You can also do this if you angle your throws correctly, just with any character. I did it by accident earlier today, and I'm like, alright, I was trying to do like a no-glitch run, but thanks. But the whole SPO being found in a stasis pod and then teaming up with Knuckles afterwards, that sort of set the stage of the character selected. Hopefully I don't get Heavy or Bomb. Maybe it'd be funny once, but I hate playing with them. They are slow and dangerous. Those are trap characters that Eggman built to thwart your progress. And people act like they're legitimate characters that, like, why haven't they been around? No, they're not even, like, Metal Sonic level. There's multiples of them. I would rather, like, replace the doubles of them with new characters, if there was ever a remaster. Which there never will be officially, so we might have to take that into our own hands. If there was going to be a remaster of this game officially, it would have been on Sonic Origins. They were never ever going to do that because the current writers believe this game to be not canon because of what they have decided the timeline looks like. Let me slow myself down before we get into that. We're in the Amazing Arena, we're playing as Vector, the Crocodile. You can tell by the body language of this guy, he's just having a good time and jamming. He's got headphones on, he's a big music guy. I got a power-up that I don't want. Where are we? Are we in the place I think we are? Okay, we want to go over here. This is the most confusing stage. Get me up there, bud. I hate being big like this, I take up too much space. The fun thing about this, so like later on we'll see that SPO, or rather, Vector is very materialistic. But at this point in his life, a few years prior at least, he's very spiritual. Which I say I try to say with a straight face because the Japanese manual specifically says he believes in God. That's how they word it. They don't even be like he's a religious or he's like a spiritual kind of guy. He's very easygoing, clearly. Oh no, I lost my rings. I usually get a emerald, or a chaos ring here. But I played sloppy, as one does. I think Iggy doesn't want to hear me talk, so he left. So that's Vector. Let me reestablish what we've even been doing right here. Because we're at the main island. You could see this island in the background of the isolated island. Here we are, the new Tragic High Zone attraction information. We have 5 zones to choose from. We already did the Combi catcher to select a character. Because Sega loves their UFO catchers. And we have to hit a thing to randomize which stage we get. Now apparently we're gonna get Amazing Arena every time because it loves me. I don't like Amazing Arena that much. It's very confusing. It's gonna be some of my sloppiest gameplay because remembering where I'm going in this literal labyrinth. The name of this song playing right now is Labyrinth. Not to be confused with Labyrinth Zone. Alright, come on. Come on, buddy. There are 5 zones with 5 acts each. 5 whole acts. That's so many, right? And there's not really any variation in the music, though. Where are you going? Go in here. I think we go in here. I might have done this wrong. Oh no. No, I think we're right. Come on, SPL. It's like a child on a leash. Kind of. We're going up here. Okay, right, yes. We got rings. Got rings, buddy. It's so wild. Like, I sort of had this with, oh, hey, Mighty. We kind of know Mighty already, but I only, like, kind of partially talked about him. There's more to talk about. But don't worry about it. Oh, God, no! No! The bonus stage is a trap! Okay, we only lost 2 rings. I didn't show you any of the bonus stages on Angel Island. I wanted to do that. Alright, now I'm SP. The power-ups in this are hard to keep track of, honestly. Alright, look, if you're gonna do that, I'm just gonna run up the wall. Okay. I don't remember where I'm even going. Right, I wanted to go all the way over here. No, I've not done this. Come on, SPO. Get to the 2! I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay. Alright, second emerald goes to Vector. They're not emeralds, they're rings. I'm gonna start, like, don't fucking worry about it, but I'll start save stating, because some really, really weird stuff can happen in these special stages. Beyond your control. Genuinely. But don't worry about it, like, the integrity of the run is not as important as actually getting through the run. I was rambling about how I'm, like, not a fan of Amazing Arena. What else did I need to say? I talked about what Vector's all about, I think I got that across. I'm not sure why he came here. I think he just, like, saw a thing and was like, oh, hell yeah. I'll do that. Get this? Okay. I almost always forget that. I mean, that sounds like his kind of thing at this point in his lifetime. He hasn't really, like, established a detective agency or some weird thing like that yet, so who knows? He's just living his best life. Probably a DJ. Actually, like, good to note, Vector's character design originates from before Sonic 1. He was part of Sonic's band in some, like, character concept art. He was the drummer, I think, and Sonic was on guitar. There were 2 others that I don't remember at all. I think there was a cat. I don't know. There'll be plenty of cats later in the series. Whew, okay. Second ring, no issue. Love to see it. This one's cyan. They're not all just ring colored. Just, they're actually the same color as the Chaos Emeralds, but there's no white. How many levels have we done with Espio? Only, well, technically 3, but I can always check the thing. Let's go, not Amazing Arena. Amazing Arena. You have to be kidding me. We might just get rid of Amazing Arena in one fell swoop, which would be fun. That's, I mean, in a way, I won't have to worry as much later, and it would be like a typical Sonic game where you go through all of the acts of a zone first before you do other things. There we go. Let's see. Come on! Wait, do I go there or go down here? I don't remember. I don't think I go down here. Okay, I think I do go down here. I think this is the only way. It's so hard to remember sometimes. Okay, that was just an item box. Don't worry about it. Right, we want to go over here. Come on, SPL, we want to go over... Not there yet. We want to go there later. Gotta hit this, because if you don't hit this thing, this is like the only stage that has a gimmick like this. If you don't hit that button and change the stage's palette, if you get to the end, it just says no good, and you're done. You didn't pass the stage. You don't even get to retry the stage. You don't get, like, a life lost. You just go back to the hub world, to the fairgrounds. Up here? Or it might have actually been over here. Zack 3. There we go. There it is. Yeah, actually this is like the fastest way to do this level too, so I'll take it. How long did it take me to get through Sonic 3 and Knuckles? I wasn't paying attention at all. How long have we been playing this? Actually, like, pretty solid with the Super Emeralds, maybe? I have no concept of time at the moment. I am hoping that this game is not, like, super long. I've never, like, experienced how I can play a full run yet. This is the first, right now. Like, I've sloppily constructed all of my other runs in multiple play sessions. Because it's just so winding. There's so much to learn. Take it from me. Don't learn to speedrun a game you don't know already, if it's a Sonic game specifically. Sonic games are like... There's so much to memorize. Actually, in fact, this is why I would suggest if anyone is actually getting into speedrunning and wants to try out a Sonic game, to do Sonic 1, because there isn't a lot to memorize. The problem is, it's not a good game. Get these rings. I'm gonna get these rings too, just in case. I'm gonna get this emerald. My giant chameleon friend. These are our first 2 reptiles, by the way. They're not mammals. Everyone else has been a mammal. Okay, I didn't want you to do that. I just wanted to grab you. So I could do that. Oh, so I could do that. So I could do that. Okay. Espio gets this one. Trying to do a different chaos ring per different character for each chaos ring. I don't think it's gonna work, but I have exactly one that needs to be done by 2 characters, by the same character. 2 chaos rings have to be collected by the same character. That's what I'm trying to say. And everyone else can get one each. I don't think you can actually enter a special stage as Heavy or Bomb, and I don't want to. I just remembered something. I'll have to do that briefly at the very end. Okay. There's not exactly a way I can do that. The way I've set up this game. Oh no! I didn't save state! Oh no! I can't just automatically retry. Oh no. That's like the most... I got complacent. I went kinda to the right instead of the left. But if there is a level that I'm gonna fall down a hole, it's the third special stage. It's okay. It's like, there's genuinely like, we've already lost one stage that I would normally get a special stage in, but there's like a total of 10. Okay. Okay. Like, so like, there's rings to work with. For sure. It's just slower to not do it in one. Come on, Espino. Let me go up there. Okay, sure. You got it. I didn't need to go up there. I just need to go up here. This is like an actual roller coaster part of like the Knuckles Chaotix theme park. I don't really know what Eggman's really building here. It is just a giant amusement park, and there's only one actual theme park area right here. I think the tower... It's at the beach, so it's supposed to be like, I don't know... we haven't done the tower yet. Why am I talking about that one? Okay, so I think Amazing Arena is actually supposed to be a maze. So maybe that's that. And we have a greenhouse, we have a marina, and then we have a tower that overlooks the beach. So I guess, like... Wait. I think we're due to switch? We're switch. Let's Charmy. Charmy's new, right? This little guy is hilarious. Especially later in the series. He's an absolute jerk, but for now he's actually kind of quiet still. He's still trying to find himself. That's only one thing he came to this island to try and find. The other thing is, he's looking for flowers that aren't found anywhere else in the world. Like, it's an ancient island that just came here, up from the sea. So we might as well look for that, right? That sounds cool. I remember how to do this. I think this one was like, nope, not like that. Oh, I remember how to do this one. Okay. Come on, Buggy. No, this way. Charmy, so the reason I say what I do about him... if you play Sonic Heroes, you know. The character thing in this actually says that he's very reserved and mature, and so I'm trying to think of how to rectify that. Oh, buddy. Because he's just a little troll jokester later in the series. Come on. This is all me. This isn't Charmy that I'm blaming this on. Okay, come on. You have to go this way. Okay, so one of Vector's abilities, aside from this air dash, he can do, if I can move, is climb. Just like Knuckles. I started saying this before, like, Vector's basically Knuckles, except instead of a glide, he has an air dash. They're both equally as strong, and the reason that Knuckles is the meta is because he's strong and can throw things fast, and he can clip through things with his glide. So I picked Vector as my primary person to play as. Very good alliteration there. Because the air dash is just easier to course correct with, since I'm not trying to clip through walls in glitchless. Espio and Mighty are sort of also their own weight class. They're kind of on the weaker side, but not as weak as, say, Charmy here, who is just a little bee. Charmy's highlight is he can fly. He doesn't even have a roll. Just everything he does is an air dash. He just blasts through enemies. He just flies through the level. He has to carry a big friend with him, but he is supposed to be the fastest bug person in the world. So there is that. Like, that's something Sonic can relate to. Ah, he's gone now. Now I have to do this extremely slowly because I don't have a partner. There he is. Look at that little flailing he does, though. I love it. Like, he's still got, like, a silly nature intrinsically in him. Even in this, when he's supposed to not be silly. So, like, I can't fully believe either interpretation of his character, you know? So I kind of make my own, which is actually why, rather than being clueless, as most people assume Charmy is in, Heroes, I think he is a purposeful jokester. He has found himself hanging out with Vector and SBO, and he just has a good time now with these two. Fly boy! That's who you are, aren't you? Right, Charmy's very hard to handle, I'm finding. Maybe it was Charmy the whole time. That's a wall! Come on. Struggling so hard this level. Okay. This is 4, right? We're in 4? Okay. Charmy! Get out of the wall! Okay, I have to call him back. There's a thing to call him back with. Any character can do that. Here. Yeah, okay. I remember where we are now. We're good. I don't like to use it because it actually reduces rings to below... You can reduce rings to negative. Actually, I'm gonna do that just because, like, we're just hanging out. We're just hamming it up with, ring reality, right? Wait, no, I gotta go down here. Ooh! I think I've switched to Charmy, so that's why I don't know how to play anymore. I think this is where I have to go. I hope this is where I have to go. Right, yes, okay. We go down to this little area, and then I can hit a second clock. You'd think with the way I'm used to air dashing with Vector, it would be second nature. But this B is not second nature. Where am I? Okay, don't get hurt. There we go. Okay, come on. Like, if the typical glitchless speedrun is actually the meta is to play as Charmy and have Mighty as your backup that you play with. So me being Vector is kind of a very weird in that sense, but it just controls better to me personally. I don't want to just like, I want to learn the level, you know? I don't want to just fly in a direction. And actually, I do think it's quite faster to be able to throw things. But Mighty is the fastest one. I don't think I can stay with Charmy for much longer after that. Sorry, little buddy. We're gonna get our buddy Mighty for probably a good chunk of this game. We know Mighty, I have mentioned him, and if you went and watched the Sega Sonic playthrough I did after last It Doesn't Matter Classic, then you've seen him in action. And you'll see him in action next time too. Maybe. Yeah, a little bit. Maybe. I can't really foresee how that'll go at this point. It's gonna be mainly Sonic and Tails, don't worry about it. This is the Knuckles other character special. Alright, we're at 3? I think 3 is just straight up, yep. But Mighty has been, exploring lately. Been doing some world travels, like Sonic kinda wants to. After that whole debacle on Artificial Eggman Island. Right, I guess we're taking the elevator because I could not control that for the life of me. It's so slow! There's one good elevator in this game. Oh, I went the wrong way. Go. Come on. Here, this is where we want to go. I think. We may have gone the wrong way, but who knows? I ain't going anymore. It's just... This is only Act 2, actually, so yeah, we went the wrong way. I was supposed to come up through here, but I just kept going. But we could go... not here? Oh, so lost. Here? Yes, over here. Gosh. I'm supposed to do that one in, like, 30 seconds. But I messed it up with the 4th act, I think. Part of the problem with memorizing this game is that all the acts are built off of each other, and that's very cool with the one level we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen 3 levels, actually. Never mind. We literally we saw Botanic Base. Well, otherwise we've been to Amazing Arena and Speed Slide. We haven't seen Marine Harbor. Not what it's called. It might be. Marina Madness is what it's called. And Techno Tower. Hey, look, we're gonna finish off Amazing Arena. See if I can remember this. Yeah, no, maybe with Ray, maybe not with Ray, who knows? I didn't actually consider Ray for this game because Mighty's actually a replacement for Sonic in this. Oops, okay, I'm supposed to be over here. Perfect. He doesn't play exactly like Sonic. He has a wall kick. It's an excellent wall kick. Like, before anyone else was wall jumping in this series, we had Mighty. Come on. Come on. Go, 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 go. This is, I swear, this is the laggiest Genesis game. Actually, I think this happened with 3D Blast before anyway, so it's like, whatever. We want to go— oh, don't do that! Oh no, don't do that. Oh, stop. Luckily, I can still throw things, even if they're small, and have a lot of distance. No, this is not the right way. That is a trap. That way. That'll take us to a mini-boss. I don't want to do a mini-boss. This is the one zone where there are a bunch of mini-bosses. In fact, there are 2 in this act. And I hate them. Here we go. We're on the other side of the wall from the mini-boss. Okay. I not talked about anyone. I talked about everyone, I think. We know everyone's reasons for coming here. Some of them are just kind of like, huh? But, like, we got the Master Emerald's powers being sensed despite being, like, right next to the Master Emerald. We have archaeology interests. We have, actually, like, paleoecology interests, to be honest, when you get right down to it with Charmy. We have the vibes, and we have the adventure. So that's what we're working with for these characters. It is kind of funny. In later things, Mighty is portrayed as being a tough guy, a powerful man. He is definitely one of the weakest in this. He's much faster, but I think Espio is... no, I think he and Espio are the same. It is just, we have these 2 powerful Knuckles and Vector here. Then there's Charmy. I think I had some more stuff to say about the Chaos Realms, kind of. Think about it. We got time. Trust me, we got time. Hopefully not that much time. Right, this is 4. Yes, okay. 4 here. Go down here. Because this level really starts to, like... what's the word? Oh my god. Okay, so we have -7 rings now because Mighty got stuck. And I missed that, which is not good. That was supposed to help me get through. Mighty, you gotta come with me. I swear, the problem with these elevators and horizontalators is that you just can't get characters to go places with you. Come on. Take us away. This is nowhere near where all the other goalposts have been. So yeah, we have a -3 rings. You can be in ring debt in this. And like, we're throwing spaghetti at the wall in terms of what rings can even be, so sure. This place is being held afloat by rings that were manifested by the Master Emerald. So perhaps you can be sapped into negative energy. Perhaps you can be made in more danger. I really don't know how to, like, truly take it. Hey! Techno Tower. Techno Tower is, like, the most straightforward one. Like, there's, like, a single variation between all of the acts and how you do the route. So it's the easiest on me. Maybe it's the least interesting. Maybe I'll go on my way to get some rings just for safety. I say that I don't. That's speed shoes. Speed shoes is not rings. Did you know? No, okay. Listen. Ah! Physics in this are crazy. Like, it's kind of fun to mess around with, but, like, I don't use that word lightly because it doesn't really describe anything. The sporadic nature of it is really how that description maintains itself. Sporadic's a way better way of describing it. Like, he's even doing the same pose. I mean, Mighty and Sonic are friends. I've had some, like, fun, like, ideas in my head about how these characters interact and which one of them knows Sonic. Mighty definitely does. Knuckles sort of does. Vector, I would say he does. I would say, like, that... Let's take that to be the way it works. We'll probably imply he's from South Island. We have a lot of characters from South Island when we, like, really dig into it. Finally, Marine Madness. This is the one where I, like, right here, I clipped through there earlier today, and I'm like, alright, fine. I didn't want to do this legitimately anyway. And then I botched the second special stage. Which is, it's unacceptable, honestly. Don't hit that! Fuck. It doesn't really do anything but waste time. I have to go over here. Oh, not over there. It's harder to aim when the boat's like that. There we are. Hey, Knuckles. How's it going, buddy? Okay, this way. Honestly, Vectors and Knuckles is a very good and safe combination to play as. Ooh, okay, we're getting a ring. Hopefully, this is supposed to be Espio, so we have a little bit of, stuff. I guess I got to toss Mighty in there. Okay. Get up to decent amount of rings. Go over here. The way that the, movement works in these special stages is kind of interesting because where you would think it's like, oh, I'm going up something and over, is more actually, that's a downward incline that you're heading to, the way that it interprets it. So what would otherwise be like, that's a... what feels like you're going up a slope is actually... Or what feels like you'd be, like, going down a slope, I guess, is actually up a slope. Oh, I can't even be over here. If I recall correctly, yes. You didn't fall down the hole. Which is all I can ask for at the moment. There are a lot of holes. No, we missed! Oh, we missed twice! Okay, we're screwing this up. There are a lot of colors that aren't gold. There's an alternate way to do this that's a little quicker on the second run. No, I would like you to not do that. Me. Typically. It's fine. It's not fine. I need rings. I need to be very careful about the rings. And I didn't save state, which I really should be doing. Like, this is a stuffed to hell run, for sure. I didn't take the special route. I'm so bad at this game. Why am I so bad at this game? No. You know what's gonna happen? I can't let that happen. Oh gosh, okay. It's fine. We're only short 3. Which means we have one more extra to work with. Okay. I'd say remind me to save state, but no one's gonna remind me to save state. Ugh. On here. This way. I don't remember where now. It might be over here, actually. That's it. No. It's kind of just like willy-nilly at this point, wherever we end up going. As long as we go... No, yep. Come on. That's not where we go. Oh, okay. Oh, it was. Why can't I find where I'm supposed to go in this stage? I hate that. I hate that so much. When Vector... I want to do an air dash with him, and it's just like... This is, like, completely not the fast way. I don't know how I missed the right way. This is the problem with these stages. Don't know where I'm going, but I do know where I'm going, but I also don't know where I'm going. That's a lot of rings. Also, having to redo these is, like, extending the time by, like, a ton. I have safe state this time. The problem is, I can't even just be like, it'll be fine if you don't get all the rings in this. There's genuinely a bad end. Like, this is... It's not just, oh, Angel Island didn't go back in the sky bad end. It is... That city is on fire bad end. I need to be over here. Like, I have, like, an entire method here. Like, you can't foresee where I'm going. Take it wide. I have over 100 rings. What's going on here? It's that I don't want to go on this, like, slopage here, right? Okay, third Chaos Ring, the green Chaos Ring. So, like, the thing... Alright, so remember, we have over here, and you'll see there's the arrow coming from 3D Blast for this line. There is the Origins timeline over here. Let's refresh ourselves on that. We have 1 CD, 2, 3 Knuckles. Not the order we're doing this at all. The way that some sources have tried to interpret this game and how it could still work with CD coming before it suck. The way that I have built this narrative off of what I understand these games to be is there is, when it comes to unique robots like Metal Sonic, there is only ever one of them. Wait. Oh, bye, Mighty. I think I needed that guy. No, this is number 5. We want to go down here. Oh, there you are, bud. Like, Metal Sonic is an especially good example of this because, like, it's such a specific variant of the robot. I mean, it's not just gonna make another Metal Sonic. I understand that Superstars contests this idea because the writers seem to lack this understanding. But it's a little deeper than that. And I don't think there's any, like... I've certainly seen no evidence against this. Hey, Plant. Good to see ya. But the way I've interpreted Sonic CD, from, like, the start, you know, before anybody really knew what the hell Sonic CD was, because they hadn't played 11, and known all of the secrets, it was made as a sequel to Sonic 2. I'll get a little more into that CD, because there's a little bit of fun stuff we can point out. And then, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was made as a more direct sequel to Sonic 2, which makes it a prequel to Sonic CD. So, this game is made by the Sonic CD team. It relates to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The whole Master Emerald plot is, like, that's the established plot of this. I'm not making that up. That's where the Chaos Rings come from. That's not even conjecture. That is literature. And it is also featuring Metal Sonic, who gets trapped on Little Planet in Sonic CD. We'll see that. It's everybody knows it. It's one of the most contested things in this series, I feel. That reads to me like, let's make a prequel to CD that bridges 3 and Knuckles into it. Which is why I put this here. Is why I believe in this timeline. Because otherwise there's no Metal Sonic around to be in this game when there is. And it kind of sours the character for me, if there is. If there actually is. Oh no, wait, this is the right way. like, it was hinted at that, like, something happened and you had to be repaired. For sure. We got another one. In Sonic Adventure! Which is the next mainline game that came out after Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is not considered that mainline of the game because of the 32X and its nature of not being very accessible and not being very stable. Which is... that latter part's probably why they didn't push it. They just switched to the Saturn and then didn't get a Sonic game out for the Saturn. As does happen at times. A new one. I'd say a new one. Oop, that's not... I didn't need that. There's actually, like, a lot of leeway for this one. It also, the switch stage also starts to show a different one. Again, like, this is, like... I'll make as many timelines as I want. You should see me with Zelda. You will see me with Zelda. Trust me. When it doesn't make sense, when what official doesn't make sense, you make it make sense. Just be creative about it. Right? Sonic Origins can happen. They want to do this whole thing about, oh, there's another dimension where there's a classic Sonic. Sure, you can have that dimension with Origins in it. That's not what this is. Apparently. And of course, this is really hard to interpret in the first place. That's why I call this thing... This is actually the inspiration of why I called this series It Doesn't Matter in the first place. It's stuff like these early games, how it's not hard established. Because this entire series is built to be self-contained stories. Until you get to actually Sonic 4 Episode 2, and then Frontiers. Those fail to be self-contained by any stretch of the imagination. This is not to say that no games before that have referenced each other. Sonic 2 references Sonic 1. It shows South Island in the background. I think I forgot to even mention that last episode. In Emerald Hill, you can see South Island in the background. That's where Sonic just came from. In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, there's the entire follow-up of the Death Egg plot. It's not that they were never connected, but they were always... You could play this game without needing the other games to enjoy it. Even Sonic Adventure does that, even though it has so many subtle references, or not so subtle references, to 3 and Knuckles. And this one, the actual, like, game itself, you don't see a lot about the Master Emerald, but, like, that is the explanation for the Chaos Ring. Did I do the right thing? I did, okay. I was thinking 5 for a second. Totally different. I swear. Yeah, I distinctly have more to say about, EDM 2's relationship when we're playing CD. That's not what this is about. This is about Knuckles and his Chaotix. This is about Knuckles. You know that guy? Yeah, right. Okay. So I want to be a little bit safe about this, because I don't trust myself. We are losing rays, so... There. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of. Okay. Nice. There it is. Okay. Not mighty. I need you to let me... Come on. It does this thing where it's like... It acts like you're controlling the second player as well. I don't like... Oh, Charmy's the one that's not going to get a special stage because I can't stand playing as him, having him as my partner, it turns out. Maybe I'll change that up. This is the 5th one. This is one of the hardest ones, but I finally figured out a pattern to do each one in one go. It's good. Watch how unnecessarily complicated this is going to be. We missed one. It's okay. We have a backup. We have backups. That's how unnecessarily complicated this one is. starting to lose my voice, it sounds like. We have to go over there. We have to bounce off a wall. We have to go over here. Up again, just for the ease of it. We got these walls here. Not bad. Gotta hit this one. If I was very tight on my frames, I could have got up on that ledge just in time. Now bounce back over here. Avoid the spikes. Bounce back so that we can get over here without falling. I'm missing one. I am missing one. Alright, we're gonna take the fast route. I just gave up on that last one because I am missing one. Okay. There's a slightly faster route that will only get you 8 orbs out of the 12 that you need. It is the one over there. No, it's not the one over there. It's the one over here. I don't remember where I am. Okay, here we are. Don't you do that. Don't you do that, game. Don't you do that. I swear. Okay. So we are extremely tight on rings now. And I think this is where things get silly. Alright, this is sort of where I want to be. At the very least, it's where I want to be. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're a jerk. Okay. Not hitting me. There we go. That was perfect. No, okay. Fine. This is, again, the one that has backups. I would have skipped that one if I got the other one. I think I still have a leeway of 1. It's the last Chaos Ring that actually has a lot of... Yeah, I would have had 1 more to work with. Okay. 5. Ooh. Just need another blue one. Can I switch to someone else? I think I'm gonna switch to Knuckles a bit. I really don't want to do any stages with heavier bombs. Like, trust me, they're just bad. Like, their only benefit is... I think with heavy, you can one-shot the mid-boss in Amazing Arena. We're done with Amazing Arena, so that means nothing to me. Oh, also, another thing I didn't mention, we need to bring down the ship. If you just stand around for 1 minute, Metal Sonic will come and try to shoot lasers at you. And he, like, do something. Poke you with a stick, do something. And, you know, assumedly, that's like, if you're just standing around, it's probably at the start of the level and you have 0 rings. So, do something. No, you gotta go up. Oh, it's mighty. Okay. I think this is why I like Knuckles better, because he's also weighs more. He is also weighs more. Yeah, sure. What we can do is wall kick. Love his wall kick. It actually might be slightly faster than the throw if you're not good at the throw. Boop. Did it. Don't hit that. We do not hit that. This is definitely the most windy zone of all of Marina Madness, because we have gone all the way down, all the way to the left, right, all the way to the right. Now we have to go all the way to the left. I think? Alright, we are as far left as we need to be. So we can go this way now. And here's our boss. And there's Iggy again. Iggy back. That's nice. So I didn't point this out, but we get these like little cutscenes. And here's the Polyhedron of Doom. Good luck with that. Annotations. They make the world happen in a way. So you just have to wait for this Polyhedron to stop happening. And reveal Eggman! He's gonna try and hit us with shapes. That's all. That's the boss. This is very much a product of look what the 32X can do. Remember Mode 8? On SNES? You got that. We exchanged blast processing for it, but we can do 32-bit graphics now. Iggy, it is 5 o'clock. You know what that means? It means I should really be on 3D Blast by now. It's okay, we just have like all of Botanic Base and Techno Tower to go through. No big deal. Meow! Hang out with me, buddy. Come on. This is the second. Did I read that properly? Yes. Let me just go up. Okay. Quite just up. Alright, I'll get that then. Okay. I want those rings. Mighty. Those weren't enough rings to really make that worthwhile, I think. Let's go outside this time. I want to go this direction! Why are you over there? You can't have nice things. Okay. Whew. That Knuckles run through Sonic 3 went actually so good, thinking about it. Let's switch back to Knuckles. Why haven't none of my New Game Plus runs have gone that well? Like, if it wasn't a made-up category, I'd submit what I did there. I could, like, mention Sonic Crackers more. That was, like, the first attempt at a Sonic 4. And this became that. The next game we're going to play, look at the beach. The next game we're going to play was another attempt at a Sonic 4. There's a lot of Sonic 4s to go with. I can't do the third attempt, because it does not exist. But that's fine. Oh my god. Because the fourth attempt exists and is actually called Sonic 4. And that's gonna be like... Eventually, that's gonna be like 5 videos from now. If you include all of the things I put on. I should probably remove Fallen Star. I don't know. Alright, let's get Knuckles this time. Let's not forget. Oh boy. Oh! That's the opposite of what I wanted that to do. No! We got bombed! No! These aren't even playable characters. Like, you know that they're gimmick. They're... What is it? Bad? Let's just go with bad. You know they're bad if you can't play as them. Doesn't even have, like, any attack motion. Okay, we're in 2, finally. Don't hear you. I think this is another one I'll get enough rings in. Big bomb! I think this one. Big bomb with the biggest shield. Honestly. Stop. Got it. Please. Please, for the love of everything. Silly bomb. I see, it hurt me. The bomb hurt me. Because it took damage. It took damage and exploded on me. It is friendly fire. It's disgusting. I think Botanic Base is really our last source of ring. I'm gonna throw up. No, don't go up there! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bomb, you're the worst. Bomb, you're the worst. Shush, Eggy. I'm not talking to you. You're fine. Oh, and then this enemy is the worst enemy. You can't hurt that enemy. Get over here! Bomb! Iggy! Would you be my partner instead? Because I hate this thing. You're just cleaning yourself. What are you whining about? Good lord. Back-to-back PBs! Oh yes! GG Huds! Welcome! Thank you for the raid! Hello! You guys want to see me struggle at Knuckles Chaotix? Because I'm having a time right now. As you can see, I have Bomb. I have to get rid of Bomb. I want Knuckles. No! Another Bomb! Oh, suffering. Oh. Well, welcome to the second... Yeah, that seems to be the case for most people. It was incredibly difficult to, like, memorize any of it because I hadn't played it before, trying to develop, like, a glitchless speedrun for it. I'm actually doing well with the stages, but the special stages have been beating me up. That's the real problem. Welcome to It Doesn't Matter Classic. The second episode. These are redos of my earliest streams. To just, like, say what I did earlier in the story better, except now there's a little bit of contention because my story doesn't match with Sonic Origins. But don't worry about it. We're just having fun. I'm also kind of out of things to say because I've been struggling here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about 3D Blast. I kind of want to just not do it at this point, but I do want to do it. It is 3D Blast still. No! My rings! Oh. Oh man. Why is Vector so big? It's okay though, cause like I actually really like this game despite how it's been being so mean to me. And when I like a game, I prioritize it. And they're trying to decanonize it in Origins, with Origins. I don't like that. I like this. Where am I? I don't remember anymore. This is the wrong way. I have to go this way. No, I have to go this way. I was going the right way. Thought I was over here. We are short 6 rings. I'm running out of stages that I can get big ring in. I think I practiced the 4th act of Botanic Base to be like, alright, this is my backup for rings if I need them. Ooh. I was saving 3D Blast for my time to talk about— oh, what am I doing? For a time to talk about things like Sonic R, and even if I didn't get Knuckles there, it would have been Espio or Charmy, which is better than Bomb. And like Spinball. And Knuckles, that's true. Vector and Knuckles, the strongest duo ever. Make a note how, like, very clearly there's a power ranking with these characters, and you know how the meta for the speedrun is Knuckles, because one, he can throw characters very far, he's very powerful, but he also has the clip he can do with his glide. That you can clip with any character if you throw one in the right area, but Knuckles also has that other factor. The Vector is just as strong, and I determined that he's the character I wanted to play as for the glitchless style. I didn't want to go up here. We lost rings because we went up there. So upset. I hate those missiles. Get him, Nux. Okay. What was I saying? Knuckles and Vector are both very powerful, and the only real difference between Knuckles, since he can— Vector, because he can actually climb as well. Knuckles, get over here. I want to show off the climbing. Heavy, get out of here, Heavy! There, Vector can climb as well, so he's just like Knuckles. Oh, we're getting shot at again. Come on. Oh boy. Wait, heavy jump scare. So the course correction with Vector's air dash is just that much more favorable when you're not trying to bust through walls, I find. And then you have like the second layer of throw ability with like Espio and Mighty. These two are also very heavy. They can throw each other well, but Espio and Mighty can't throw them for all their life. But Mighty does have that wall kick and he's extra fast. So he's also, like, I think the typical glitchless meta would be Charmy and Mighty, because Charmy can just fly through the stage. And Espio, I feel, is really good for casual, because he can scale up walls and ceilings, but I can't get a Chaos anymore. I have literally— a Chaos Ring. There's literally one more stage I can get a Chaos Ring in. I've never been this tight on it without not getting that. Oh boy. Oh, that's not weird. Is it? No. I want to go over here. Let's go, Knuckles! Don't get that. Oh, the beach now has these weird, like— I don't even know what those are on it, and I think we're going the wrong way now. I'm suffering. Also, Knuckles' glide is so nerfed in this. I think we should just go up here. This is an alternate route in a way. Oh my gosh. There we go. I do think it's really cool how Techno Tower, you're literally experiencing the building of this, I don't know, like beach hotel tower? That's full of, like, military-grade badniks. I don't know where Eggman's going with that. But it is so samey. Which is great for memorizing it. The boss is nothing. Yeah, it's very cool. I think the one that gets most tricky is Speed Slider, because it really moves around where the goalpost is. And then Amazing Arena just, like, is completely shuffled every time. Yeah. So the Japanese lore is that this island was raised from under the ocean because of the resonating of the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emeralds. It resulted in the 6 Chaos Rings, which are purified or condensed Master Emerald power. So Eggman goes to find them, builds his theme park, while researching how to make these artificial power rings. And that's what powers the Badniks in this. That's also going to power the final boss. And so we need to get those so that we can disable his artificial power rings. And Knuckles got here in the first place because he's like, why do I sense the Master Emerald when the Master Emerald is right next to me? Take me away, buddy. Not this stage. Okay. I understand where we are. I think we're good on... We can still be good on rings? Am I? Oh no. Don't know where I am. I did want to go up here. Okay. I remember now. I remember! Come on, buddy. Okay. Tacos. Hit the spring. Get that from me, bud. Okay. Now you're Charmy. We haven't seen much of Charmy because it's so difficult to actually control Charmy as a partner. I went the wrong way. I wasn't supposed to go up. Going down, buddy. Come on. Oh my gosh, Vector, you're too tall. I'm not gonna get the Chaos Rings now. And this is bad because I literally have 2 acts left. If I were to start my save state where I get the last Chaos Ring, I have like 5 acts left. Sir. Sir. Into the elevator. I'm just frazzled at this point. No, I want to go down here. Got this. That's why I was like, ooh, we got our backup for just a switch. Alright, I guess we're switching. Come on, Becky. Oh. Don't you dare. Another thing I failed to even... Oh my gosh! Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We still have 50 rings. Can I not be Knuckles now? Thank you. I'm so stressed. Oh. Okay. Get it, Knucks. Okay. Save state right there. Oh, there shouldn't be problems. This one has a lot of leeway. I feel like I was about to say something, and I'm completely lost on how the game decided to act just now. I missed it. Okay, fine. We have a couple cycles of this before it becomes a hazard. That. Oh, yeah, no, like, this is Again, probably the special stages in the series with the biggest motion sickness warning, I feel. It is very wiggly. This is... I feel like they exchanged blast processing setting for the 3D. Oop, okay. Ooh. Good. Move. I like to see that. I had a heart monitor. Oh. That would be something. Whoop. And... perfect. There it is, last Chaos Ring. Now what this means is we can now disperse Eggman's artificial Chaos Ring. Which after one more Eggman boss, we will do the last couple bosses. Let's go. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, especially that you could just attach the 32X on top of the Genesis and make it do more of that. Like, give that processing power to it right there. I would have loved to see more of it, but my understanding is that not only did it not really sell well, it was not very stable. I don't remember this stage at all. Actually, I kind of do. Oh, not up there. Okay, fine. We can go up here. It's fine. Actually, no, I wanted to be up here. This is good. We have like 3 elevators to take in this act. We have just a lot of just rolling around, too. I think this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. I know... I wouldn't say I know. I'm pretty sure this is one of the tracks that are done by Mariko Nanda. She also does the hub area. I don't remember I know the first name for the other main composer is Junko, and then there was a sound director who didn't really compose anything, to my knowledge. It was those two that actually did the compositions. But Mariko Nanda, that's a name you hear in, like, early 2000s, or just throughout 2000s Sonic games. As well as Billy Hatcher. Which, fun fact, the Speed Slider boss theme is remixed in Billy Hatcher. Oh. Oh. It's fine. I think at this point, there's just one more hit. So, if I had gotten busted. Screen those rings. Oh, that's a mood. I love the Knights GBA sideload game, however you put it. I tried to stream it once. I couldn't beat Sandra. Or rather, I spent so much time playing it on stream, I didn't want to bother with attempting Sand Ruin anymore. And I would have had to go through all of the secondary collections. Alright, so now the stages are gone. It's Metal! We gotta fight Metal now. Are we gonna fight Metal directly? No! He's gonna take over the roulette. This could take a while. It could also be really fast. It depends on how well I time things. Nice. That's always the easiest one, though. Okay, this is actually going super well for once. Okay, that's fine. Stay over here, you can avoid the things. If you got any of those numbers, there's a various amount of traps that will start like that. I don't think they're truly interesting enough to go over, but we might see the buzzsaws a lot. And by hitting the X, we have destroyed the other ones. Until we just destroy the entire machine. I think that was good. Yes, okay. Whew. Do I have the entirety of 3D Blast to go through still? I think I'm going to truncate 3D Blast. I don't think it's worth doing the full run. Which is fine because it's... I mean, it's the reason I'm playing on the Dreamcast, the GameCube controller's D-pad in the first place. So here's Metal Sonic Kai. Since we did Triple Trouble 16-bit, this is the second example of Metal transforming into a discolored form by means of an artificial Emerald-related power. But if we don't include Triple Trouble 16-bit, this is the first time, along with our first introduction to Metal and the way I'm doing this. And we'll see, like, this is like a staple for Metal at this point. We will see him transform like this at least 2 more times in the series, chronologically speaking. Ah, that was silly of me. I'm never good with the timing of this phase. You don't really bounce off of it. Knuckles, why are you jumping? Yay! It's a very easy final boss, honestly, with like the movement you have to do in like 3 NKs compared to it. So I hate this ending. Cool! That's all you get if you get all of the That's all you get if you get all the Chaos Rings. Just cool. Shout out to Sonic and Tails showing up with Sonic having freshly shaved legs like 7 days later with Starbucks. I love Door to Summer. While I say the rest of this, I'm actually going to load up this state over here. There's an Amy cameo in the music! It's not, though. So here's the thing. If you get the bad end, the rings that you do have start to circle around the artificial ring, and the artificial ring disperses those instead and absorbs it. So Metal Sonic Kai is not defeated, and instead, Eggman can send him on a rampage to destroy at least a city, if not multiple cities. That's a pretty bad end, like even worse than like if Angel Island doesn't go back in the sky. I'm sure Chaos would appreciate not being in the sky. Don't worry about it. What happened there that we didn't actually see is the complete opposite. The Chaos Rings dispersed the artificial Chaos Ring, so now Metal Sonic Kai can't happen, like at least immediately, and Eggman has to forfeit this plan. I don't even know what the plan really was, to be honest. He made an amusement park and attracted people there and captured them. It's kind of weird, but it's not out of line with what he usually does. Yeah, the thing is, like, the bad end even gives you, like, Eggman laughing. Like, there was supposed to be a sprite of Eggman being mad, that you didn't really get, because they just kind of said cool. So that's the reason it's a meh ending to me. It's not that, like, the good ending didn't happen, it's that it didn't do what it is supposed to imply. Now, let's at least do a little bit of 3D Blast, just so I can, like, talk about stuff. Because we're in this pyramid here, where between Metal's chronological first introduction of Chaotix and his actual first introduction CD, in terms of games released, where there's just a room for stuff to happen, because CD can happen whenever. We've had, like, sequential events for the past 5 games. And the fun part about 3D Blast is, 1, it can fit in the Origins timeline. There's nothing stopping it. And 2, it doesn't have to happen here. It could happen, like, after Mania. But Flickies are mysterious birds. They live in another dimension and can travel anywhere through large rings. Okay, cool. Robotnik learns about the Flickies. He kinda knew about them because Flickies have existed on other islands. I will change the Flickies into robots and have them search for the Chaos Emeralds for me. Using the infinite power of the Emeralds, I can conquer worlds. This is a great idea. If they can go through different dimensions, clearly, like, the lines between subspace here are thinner. When Sonic visits Flicky Island to see his friends, he only finds things... The only thing he finds are robots, badniks, full of Flickies. Robotnik must have made my friends like this, like he has done the past 7 adventures. I must save them. Robotnik must be stopped. Sonic starts to defeat the enemies in order to rescue the Flickies who are trapped inside. So go, Sonic. You can warp through the big rings with the help of the Flickies. Chase after Robotnik and defeat his plans. He doesn't really warp through them. We send the Flickies into there for safety. And then that can just go to the next area of the game. So, like, there's some fun we can have with this, even though it's, like, not the best game. First off, we have more colors of Flickies, which is cute. I would like to see them show up again. We've always got the blue or standard. We saw red in Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles, kinda. Oh, we fell. That's okay. I'm just kinda gonna, like, do one special stage and then Barracuda my way to the end. I think that'll be worthwhile. Yeah, we put the Flickies in the warps to keep them safe. This is based on the game mechanics of a game called Flicky for the Master System. Why did I just do that? It's like I don't know how to play the game anymore. I spent so much time doing Knuckles Chaotix. Yeah, Flicky. That's they can travel between game series, like Flicky. Maybe that's even part of the Sonic universe. Who could say? It's like lowest 8-bit you can imagine, even though it's still kind of fun, and you're a mama Flicky saving baby Flickies from cats. Did I miss one? No, we're good. You can warp here. So, like, here's the thing. There's Emerald Energy here. What I like to say about this game is this is the first adventure where Sonic and Tails bring Knuckles along with them. And basically they came to visit the Flickies, and they're gonna search for the Emerald signatures they're finding. There's a chance that, depending on how you order these games, the Chaos Emeralds are still on Angel Island. So what's here in that case? Also, even if they don't, what's here? It's just a fun thing to think about. But also, a lot of other games could have happened between here and now. So, that's just me being weird about it. But as it is said, the Flickies can go quote, from another dimension. And when they said that, it could have been fourth wall breaking, being like, the Sonic game is another dimension. Or it could be another dimension in the Sonic world. So Knuckles here is going to help us find one of these emeralds. We give him 50 rings, he takes us to a special stage, which is kind of just like underground. Kind of weird. It reminds me of another volcanic area in a different dimension. A little, to be honest. So let's take a look at these Chaos Emerald we get. I'm not saying that Flicky Island is in another dimension, but what I am saying is that the dimensional barriers around Flicky Island, because of the traversing through subspace that Flickies do, is a little thinner than usual. It really is, though. Like, there's nothing 3D about 3D Blast. Oh look, it's a Jolly Rancher! These emeralds are weirdly, they're weirdly emerald cut, which the Chaos Emeralds have never been emerald cut. So that's strange. Also, now, if you were playing like the director's cut, this would be changed. Sonic can't go super using these emeralds. He can't resonate with them like he can with the other ones. I have concluded these are not the Chaos Emeralds. We're taking emeralds from a different dimension. You don't have to worry about that for, like, 10 more games, but put that in your pocket. It's a fun little headcanon I have. Where am I? We're in the second segment of Green Hill Act 2, or Green Grove Act 2. But, like, the thing about most of the zones in this game, which is probably why it's okay that I just skip it, is, like... And the fangame, Sonic 3D and 2D really helped me realize this. Half of this game is just, hey, what if Sonic 3 and Knuckles was in 3D? What if those levels? So we've got Green Grove, which is kind of a mix of just like the general green areas and Marble Garden. And then we're gonna have Rusty Ruins, which has sort of a Hydro City aspect to it. Or Hydrocity if you prefer. I didn't say that name today yet. And then we'll have a Carnival, which is just daytime carnival night. And then we'll have an ice area that's just Ice Cap. And then a volcano, which is just Lava Reef. I'll do one Eggman boss, because this shows how tedious these can be. Actually, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do Final Zone after this. I'm really gonna screw myself over. Because I need time to talk about other things. To mention 3D and 2D, that is clearly an example of a game that's supposed to come between any other classic Sonic game and Adventure when it was made. So that sort of highlights what I meant by, like, 3D can kind of happen whenever. I feel like with the advent of Superstars, it probably can't come before that. And also, I have reasons to say that it can't come after... Wait, no, okay, it can't come after Superstars. Maybe it can come after I don't know what their intent with Superstars is right now. I'm still trying to process that game. Rusty Ruins has some of the bangest music on the Genesis. Let me reset this. Sorry to stop Rusty Ruins. So I haven't been able to get, like, a full run going, but I did get the Barracuda code in, and I figured I'd take this time to talk more about how the plot of this game wraps up and other versions of it. Stage select shows what I was talking about. Green Grove, Rusty Ruins, Spring Stadium, which is the Carnival, Diamond Dust, Ice Cap, Lava Reef, Volcano Valley. We have two of Eggman's bases. By the time Sonic gets here, look at this. The Flickies are in half syllables. So these are all just like automated robots over here. There are no actual badniks here, which is interesting. The excuse they put in the manual is that Eggman literally ran out of time. Which is just silly. And Gene Gadget's a lot more of like a menacing, that's better music. You might recognize this music actually. From Sonic Adventure. So, like, another version, it didn't just come out on the Genesis. This was like one of the last games for the Genesis. It's also one of the first games for the Saturn. And Japan got neither of these versions, not until after the Sonic Adventure came out, which is wild to me. But it is true. The Saturn version has different music, has enhanced graphics and animations all around the levels. And it sort of corrects the emerald issue. It does have the actual Chaos Emeralds, except not really, because they are miscolored. Which I'd rather have at least the emeralds were taken from another dimension in here are properly colored, with how they appear later in the series as well. Though it does, if you're watching this part, you watched earlier in the VOD, the fast forwarding through the Chaotix part, that was the special stage music from the Saturn version. That's probably the best special stage music in the entire game series. So hey, it's only one round with these flickies, and then we have actually one level where you don't collect for the flickies. So we're at the Eggman's at the end of his rope. And it doesn't sound anything like the first act's music, because it's two different composers. The first act of this, Green Grove and Spring Stadium, they're composed by Jun Sonoy. This one, and the other zones, Tatsuyuki Maeda. Jun also did the main title, the stuff that's carried over from... What am I doing? The stuff that's carried over from 3 and the themes, the special stage. I also mentioned the how did I not jump there? I also mentioned Sonic 3D and 2D. To go more into that, it really tries to, with its aesthetic, try to show this is Sonic, classic Sonic that is becoming modern Sonic, with the more greening of the eyes and the different outfit that Eggman's in. Did I just say Eggman? Tradition. I'll try and improve upon this game with its own thing, but it does it in a way that's kind of weird to me. It does make sense in a way because not in the sense that it's actually very new game, relatively speaking. But when Blast did come out, it was the one thing that existed between Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic Adventure. So I guess there is a logic to it. What I especially don't like that it does is the thing I was talking about earlier and kind of misspoke, that if it sours Metal's character to me if there's just multiple Metals being built with the intention of them being Metal Sonic. It does this thing where it brings back every single mechanical Sonic. You have a boss, in fact, where it's random whether you fight Metal. Both forms of mecha we've seen, they're now separate, and for some reason, Silver Sonic, Metal Mecha Mark 1 is formidable. I say Silver Sonic, there's the 8-bit version of Mecha Sonic 2, which is colloquially known as Mecha Sonic. It's a different theming of boss robot in that, though, that it's the Hedgehog one. There are other animals as well. That's just sort of the thing that goes on with that one. It also adds, there's Echidna aesthetic and relics all across the island in that version, which is how they justify channeling it into Adventure, which there's more Echidna ruins in that. You'll see. Also, you got quite a final boss here. This is 3 phases of 2 sets of 4 hits, which, is a fancy way of saying 3 sets of 8 hits, in a total of 24. There's a method to it, as you can see. This is not even the final boss. I absolutely understand what 3D and 2D is trying to do. And it's just nothing that I would want it to do, especially because it is just Sonic 3 and Knuckles again, but we made it hard. I don't know, maybe I'll stream that at some point. Maybe. It also has Sonic 2 special stages, which kinda mimic. It's like discount. It's like discount Sonic 3D Saturn special stages when you think about it. Because, ooh, those are some good special stages, not just the music. You get this where you blow up the base. I think you get this both times. But if you don't have all of the... So, if you have all of the emeralds that we collect, they circle around you there, and as long as I have this final weapon, I can conquer the world anytime. See you again, Sonic. See. That's why we were gonna collect the emeralds, so we could do the final fight. Which takes place in subspace, which is really cool, actually, to me. I kinda love the aesthetic of this. But it is kind of just the most auto-scroller boss, final boss you've ever seen. 3D and 2D again, like, kinda mixes this up, and you don't really fight this boss. You fight a variation of the Death Egg Robot 2 from 3 as Supersonic. Again, that actually starts with Sonic coming to the island with the emeralds. You can be super from the start, and then they get stolen again. Focus a little bit. I'm gonna continue through this. I missed. I want them in the center so that they don't take too long to do this. Oh. This is a silly looking final weapon. There are things I'll say later that this kind of looks like. It's just a paw. You know, I like Flicky Island being its own thing, so I'm related to the echidnas. There's a very, very specific segment that is echidna lore in this series. This is the safe space. Boop. I might actually do this in one go, which would be outstanding. I know I practiced, but I haven't practiced recently because the rest of the game is so tedious. Like, again, I was going to just splice in footage from a run that I was attempting, and that run died. That run died hard. Might as well go ahead and... I'm gonna do this through just to show how it ends. I do wish I had time, but like I don't know what happened to my timing there on this whole thing. I do have a full run through this game, all emeralds that I did. I also played some Spinball. Not all of it, because Spinball's very hard. I talk about that erroneously in the follow-up part after this in this video. I call things incorrectly. I call things incorrectly in that verse Spinball, the actual Spinball video. So hey, have fun with that. Spinball actually has two versions, and the 8-bit version actually can't happen in even the 8-bit timeline, because it happens in the cartoon timeline. No! Okay, it doesn't, like, continue the cycle. That's fine. Whatever. This is as good as beaten now. Yeah, though, like, so, like, that's a reason this is sort of seen as something that can come after, like, Mania, because it's 3D. What am I doing? And it sort of has this like there's a homing attack with the gold shield. It sort of feels like we're going into the adventure era, because this was the second attempt at Sonic 4 before we got Extreme afterwards. After we got this. Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. See, it was in subspace. I wasn't lying. Again, though, this was done by Traveler's Tale. Thank you, Sonic. You saved us from Robotnik. We are grateful for your efforts. I just did what I wanted to do. Nobody messes with my friends. See ya! There's very much of a Western feel to this, but it's not like Spinball Western. Flickies have been freed. Peace and freedom have came back to Flicky Island again. Yeah. But, like, Sonic R also does that, and as I'm about to talk about, Sonic R references other games, including this one, and has Metal Sonic. So, it's also one that you can just omit entirely. There's no reason to omit this one at all, even though it is by Traveler's Tale. So it is a third-party Sonic game. So is Sonic R. It doesn't really... It does some silly things. I made fun of it at the beginning. But it's still valid. People included in the Sonic 8. I'm gonna stop rambling here. Go ahead, finish off this nonsense that I start talking about. Okay, so this is sort of a tour de previous Sonic games type deal. We are gonna play as Knuckles, because this is a Knuckles special. We have Resort Island, we have Radical City, we have Regal Ruins, and we have Reactive Factory. And then, Radiant Emeralds, it's just Rainbow Road, don't worry about it. But here, we see the different color of Flickies. They're all here. This is supposed to be on Flicky Island, that's what that tells me. Though also, maybe it's not. But... It's raining, I hate rain. In this game specifically. Iggy, why are you meowing at me? You know, I could have sworn that some of the iconography in this was the same as Green Grove, but I don't know. Oh, there it is. That's just like a Green Grove thing over there. It's okay. It's gonna be a brighter day. Just not right now. And like the plot to this is sort of like Eggman is hosting this race, and there's like these shadowy figures that you'll have to beat in the race. And honestly, it's just Metal Sonic and Metal Knuckles and Tails Doll for some reason. We never see Tails Doll again, and we only sort of see Metal Knuckles again in Superstars. It's not actually Metal Knuckles. Just like it's not actually Metal Sonic in that. But there's also a Metal Tails in that, so that's cool. Oh, it's so slippery. So it's just sort of this Grand Prix thing, and looking at later titles with racing, that's not unrealistic at all. I lost to Sonic, but I won't lose to Metal Sonic. Anyway, my point is that this seems to be Flicky Island, and I would say that the casino nature of the Radical City reminds me more of West Side Island? Maybe? Speaking of which, there's another game that takes place on West Side Island that could happen now or could happen later. It's another one of those. Like, this is a part of time where Metal Sonic can happen, right? This gap between... this classic Sonic gap between Chaotix and CD. This is where you want to put all your fan games. If not otherwise, like, being the origin of Metal. Like Triple Trouble 3D, or 16-bit did. But Scale Sky Patrol can just kind of happen. And it's really just Tails' patrolling West Side Island, and you go to various places that are reminiscent of it. And then Witch Cart, this witch that lives in a castle nearby the city where Casino Night is near, decides to mess around, and Tails is gonna let her find out. They're like these 3 henchmen. It's a very difficult game, but it's also a very cartoony game because it was supposed to be like Disney. What else happens between these two? I actually have a little insight right here. I lost. It's that little line there. See, it says, can fit with a little tweaking. I put Sonic R there. I also put Spinball there. And Spinball's a weird situation because, it has 14 of what they call Chaos Emeralds, and the art style is based on the cartoons. If we call those gems something else, and we ignore the cartoon style, that could happen at some point. It takes place on Mount Mobius, and Eggman's Venga base, and you have to destabilize the volcano by collecting the gems of power there, and defeat him. A lot of these a lot of these Sonic games don't really have... Yeah, it's called the Venga base. I'm not joking. Or maybe it's like the Venja bus. Venja base. I don't feel like anyone, like, knows that, though, because that's, like, you have to read the manual for it. Like, maybe in Japan. I don't know. Anyway, ooh. I'll show you a Chaos Emerald. I think this is the miscolored one. This is the miscolored one. This is an orange one. This is one of the reasons there's an issue. I hate miscolored emeralds. There's an orange and a yellow. There's only a cyan. There's no blue. But I do think I need to actually just wrap up here. So that's our Knuckles special, if it doesn't matter. And next time is going to feature Tails Adventure, I think is what I'm going to start first. Followed by Sonic CD, followed by Mania. It's going to be the one glitched run out of all of these. And it's going to be followed up by a little bit of Encore. Just a little. And that's going to have us set for all these early chronological games. They're going to be set for Classic, aside from some fan games and Superstars. Superstars is probably going to warrant a redo as well. It's just, I need more time. I need time away from that one. But I gotta get to work on these now. That's all I've got for you today. I'll see you around. Bye.